At MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And out across midfield, down to the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. To throw is Watson. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Messina. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun, Watson. That swung out wide to Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Mostert, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll try to run with Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Watson off play action. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On first down, Messina. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Messina. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Oh, good move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Xavier McKinney. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Messina. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Messina. Back to Kamara for another catch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Operating from the gun, Messina. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, Harris. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Messina. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On a jet sweep, here comes Tony. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Peyton Turner able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Badgley's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
A 10th carry for Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up. But I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long.